Carolina Sessions is brought to you in part by Breakout Radio. Breakout Radio is featuring the best independent unsigned artists, the only place where you can hear tomorrow's stars today. Catch Breakout Radio on your desktop, laptop, iPad, cell phone, or pretty much any device with internet connectivity. You can send song requests for your favorite local or independent artists, and bands can submit their studio-quality recordings to be considered for rotation. Sign in and sign up. It's free. Unlike commercial corporate radio, Breakout Radio lets you have a say in what gets played and what you hear. Or you can just sit back and enjoy some of the best music by some awesome stars to be. Breakout Radio, leading the new music revolution. Check them out at www.breakoutradio.com.
Hi, welcome to Carolina Sessions. My name is Shannon Lee, and we're here today at Rock University with Michael Tracy and his band. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And we just heard one of your songs. Would you please tell us what it's about and the name of it?
Yeah, the song was called Gonna Smile. It's a song off my debut CD I put out last year. It's kind of a bluesy rock song that we enjoy playing live. I've always enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites to play live, so we decided to choose it to do it here for the Carolina Sessions.
Well, it sounded great.
Thank you.
Take a minute and introduce the guys in your band.
Back here to my left is Roy Habib. He plays bass for me. And behind me is Boo English. He plays lead guitar, and Boo also has a studio called Knothole Recording Studio that we've been recording some demos out for a new album. And Lauren Bates plays drums for me.
Gentlemen, you know, a lot of times people just fall into your life, and it's like they're meant to be there, and you guys are all great together. So your first CD, you released that in
November of 2011.
2011. Correct. And 2011 is pretty much when this whole thing got started for you, isn't it?
That's correct. That's correct. I wrote almost all of those, a number of those songs. The majority of those songs I kind of wrote at the beginning of that year just on my acoustic guitar, and my wife liked them, and she said, why don't you go out there and see if anyone likes them, rather than me. And so I went out to started going out to open mics and playing, and was getting a good response and what have you. And so I made a decision to go ahead and start recording them. I knew nobody in this town. I knew nobody in the music business. I knew absolutely nobody. So what I figured I'd do was start recording, and in that process I'd find some musicians and what have you. And so most of 2011, I had a lot of different musicians on that album, a lot of different people come in, and was feeling a lot of people out as the album got done, and started to play live, and it just took a lot of time to finally kind of get the core group of guys around you that you wanted to use. But yeah, that album came out in November of 2011. I started in one studio, recording about 6 of them, and then from that point I went into Reflections, and Bruce Irvine over there at Reflections engineered the album. And for our first album, I'm proud of it. It came out well. There's a lot I look back on and wish I'd have done differently.
You should be proud of it. It's fantastic. And here we are a year later.
Yes.
A year later, and things are going nuts. You're working on your second CD.
Yeah, we're working on songs. I think we got 6 up there. And the nice thing about this group of songs is the first set of songs, as a songwriter, I was just writing songs, and I still do to a certain extent, but I was writing the songs and trying to put music that fit the song. I didn't really think in terms of, well, I'm going to make a blues album, or I'm going to make a rock album, or I'm going to make a country album. I didn't think in terms of that's what the business would care about, that you kind of labeled yourself into something. I just wrote songs and tried to put the music I liked to them. And of course, at that point, you have a lot of different musicians, and so you have a lot of different input coming into the songs. And what's nice about this new group of songs is a little more focused on, what path I want to take for this particular album. I write lots of different types of songs and would love to do all kinds of different albums, but trying to find for this album what's the right thing to do so that I can make another album in the future. And what's nice is having kind of the same group of guys now and everything too, so you kind of get that consistent sound and that consistent feel. So.
One of the things that I like about your songs is that they're very lyric based. There's nothing shallow about what you write, and I like that. And the song that we're going to hear next is Raven, which is my favorite one.
Thank you.
Tell us about your concept for that song. I love this story.
That song, interesting enough, it has been the majority of people who have met me, and whether it's musicians or other people who've heard the album, I have all these, you know, different types of songs on that record, and that one kind of stood out as where people come up to me and say, "Boy, I really like that song, Raven." Everyone seems to like that song, Raven. And it's a song that I wrote. I was originally a poem, actually, and I was writing a kind of a response to Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven. And in that poem, of course, the raven represents all these demons and all these different things, and the raven kind of wins in that poem, mocking him, you know, with all the words and nevermore and all these kind of things. So I wanted to write a song. I had actually the concept all my life, ever since I kind of read that poem. I always thought, well, why doesn't that guy just walk out the door and leave the raven back there?
And that's what this song
ended up being. And of course this song is, and so it's kind of a song of self-empowerment, and that you're in control of your own, you know, whatever it is. I mean, and I think everyone relates to it because we're all the same. We all have our, you know, for some people it's dramatic things, addiction, or maybe they're being abused or what have you. But for others it's just, my demon is I'm real impatient or something, you know, whatever the case may be. Everyone has those types of things.
It really speaks to people.
Yep.
So we're going to take a break, and you guys are going to get to hear this great song, Raven. And when we come back, we'll be talking more with Michael and the guys. So stay tuned.
Music lessons and performance for all ages and experience levels. Rock You. RockYouCharlotte.com. Music lessons and performance for all ages and experience levels. Rock You. RockYouCharlotte.com.